We're fishing under the Winfield Bridge off of the dock. Got my Ancient Mariner Mad Cats. There's one Hellcat mixed in there. He's somewhere in there. The last week or so, me and Aiden, he's actually out waterfowl hunting right now. We've done pretty good down here. I've got a 31-pound flathead, a 20, another like 17 or 16 pounder. And he's got a 21. Last night I missed 2 fish. I didn't get that on video, but we're gonna try to get on this morning. We got bait. We probably got 20 shad all around. It's not a bad size one. Probably all around 4, 5, 6 inches. We're gonna see if we can get on this morning. Somebody threw a bunch of old, nasty old skipjack. There's a crappie. A bunch of old, I guess they were alive. A bunch of old frozen bait in the river. There's a bunch of bait. There's old skipjack up here on the boat ramp. We got a crappie. Bluegill. Here's the rig I'll be using today. This is just one of them. I've got more. This one's a 6-ounce no roll free sliding to a 80-pound leader with a Demon Dragon, some rattlers with a 10-aught, it might be an 8-aught circle hook. Aiden gave me this rig. This isn't usually what I throw. I'll show y'all what I throw here in a second. I'm gonna get one of these shad out of here, throw them on the hook live. We're gonna toss them beside of this piling. There's a deep channel. You can't see it, there's a buoy out there. There's a deep channel that comes through about right here. It's not very wide. And then there's a deeper channel on across for the barges, where those lights are. That's where the barges come through. But sometimes the flatheads will come up against this piling and stuff. And I've caught a bunch right in there towards the bottom of that deep channel. So, but we're gonna throw this live shad I get on here in a second. We're gonna throw him to the right side of this piling. We got Mr. Shad on here. You go down there and get us a big flathead today, buddy, all right? All right. Sorry about the background noise. We're gonna let it go down and hit bottom. So the current's going fast because we just had a flood. The current's going fast, so my bait's probably gonna go down about 10 yards past the piling actually. If there's any fish that wanna come upriver or anything, they're gonna hear that Demon Dragon rattling. And they're gonna go right after this shad. So we're gonna put this here, clicker on. And this is usually what I use for a rig. It's a 6-ounce no roll, but it's on a 3-way. It's clipped onto a 3-way. And I use these bobbers instead of the Demon Dragons because the Demon Dragons, those things are expensive. So if you just use a bobber and you lose a rig, it's not that big of a deal. This is my heavy rod. So we're gonna have a 10-aught triple threat hook on here. It's a circle something hook. Anyways, we're gonna put the biggest shad on here, and this one's going in that deep channel right there. Here's what we're looking like. This is probably a 5-inch shad. We're gonna toss him down there. Big flathead's gonna grab a hold of him this morning. We've got this one out. He's in that deep channel. See how big? I threw it out that way, but the current is still going hard. That one's straight. You'll be able to see when I throw these ones straight out and how much the current takes it down right over. But that's a live shad. I've got 4 more rods. We're gonna do 1 more live and the rest cut. I'll get right back to you guys. Here we got another bait, another live bait. This is another rig, but on this one I've got this is an 8/0 circle hook, triple threat. We'll see how this does. This one's going about, something out there in the water. This is probably a tree. We're going about in this area, but the bait when it hits the bottom is gonna be probably here-ish, in the middle of this channel. So we're going out far with this one. All right, I'll let y'all see that right here. This one's on my Hellcat rod. It's a medium heavy 7.6 with Ancient Mariner 6000 on it. We got 50-pound mainline braid, 65-pound leader. We're just gonna let it hit the bottom. I usually put like a knife or something right here to hold my rods in, even with the clickers on. Because up here, the flatheads bite the same way the blues do anywhere else. Up here, when the flathead hits, they'll just bite it and just go. Below the dam's about a mile down this way. Below the dam anywhere, the flatheads just tap, tap, tap. Up here, they go. Blues up here and below the dam still just take off real hard, real fast. But the flatheads, they're different up here. It's weird. We're about to get another rod out. We're gonna do cut bait on this one this time. And he's going as far as I can out that way. Then the other one's they're just gonna line up. Just 1, 2, 3, all cut bait straight out into that channel. We'll see how that works. This is gonna be the cut bait for the morning. Fresh, just caught. He's going out in this channel. Cut bait, flatheads will pick up a cut bait. But if I was to guess, we're gonna catch a fish on one of these 3 rods right here first with the live bait. Maybe we can get a blue or a channel with this. Maybe a small flathead, but if we catch something big, it's probably gonna be on the orange rod, blue, or the green. We're gonna see how this works. I'm gonna cast this out right now. We're gonna do another cut bait with this rig. It's got the bobber, the roll, some trash on there. This is just an 8/0 regular circle hook. This isn't the triple threat. I like the triple threats. They're a different shape. I don't know what the difference is, but I feel like I have a better hookup with the triple threats. With this one, I'm gonna do a cut bait, and I'm gonna throw it right there, like directly in front of this piling, because there's current breaking on top of it. I don't know if there's gonna be a fish there or not, but I know that there's a bunch of snags down there and the flatheads like that. So we're gonna see if we can get one right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a live bait on this one. I'm more confident with it. The cut baits, we got 2 cut bait rods out. There's gonna be 4 live baits. Look, we're getting a run right now. We just got a little run right there. I don't know if y'all can hear that. I heard the clicker go. That was a short one. Something picked our shad up. I need to get this rod out real quick. Give me just a second, guys. Scoot my bag over here. We might catch a fish right here while I'm casting out my other rod. Might not even get all my rods casted out this morning before we catch a fish. Right on the front of it. We're getting all set up right now. We've got 6 rods out at a Hellcat, Magcat. They all have Ancient Mariners, except for, you can't see, it's behind the buddy heater. That Cotton Candy right there has a Slime Cat 6000 on it. Clickers are all on. We got cut bait, live, all live baits except for the 2 on the end. We just had a run. He didn't take it hard enough though. He only held it for like a second or 2. We've got the buddy heater going. Rods are out. Something about this spot. I fished here for years, and the best fish I've ever caught has probably been a 14-pound flathead. Up until like the last 2 weeks, I've caught a 17, a 20, and a 31-pounder. All at night. Aiden's caught a 20, and then people downriver on their boats, all down through here. The other day, one was caught a 56-pound blue, and because the dam's right there, and the fish are all cooped up, I guess you could say, stacked up down there. But this is about as close as we can get to it without a boat. Speaking of the boats, me and Aiden's got a boat, and we've been talking about taking it out. Look, we're getting a fish right here. Look right here, mid-sentence. On the live shad. Not a big fish. Just rolling a bunch. Might just be a wimpy on channel cat. Oh, it's a baby flathead. How cute. How cute. Just a little guy. We want your daddy, bro. Alright, we're gonna go get this guy off the hook. Crazy thing. Look at this, guys. Just a little baby. Stealing my shad. We want your daddy, dude. Come on. Tell him to come up. That little flathead ate a shad about this big. I mean, he can barely get that thing in his mouth. We're gonna get this rebaited and right back out there. I'll be right back. That one was a little bit farther down. Hopefully we get something better, because that was just a dink. Come on, man. I didn't wake up at 5 o'clock to catch fish that big. Something big just came up right here and hit the top of the water. Still trying to figure out what it is. I don't know. There's bubbles coming up. Still. Trying to figure out what that was. Just came up and rolled. It might have been a gar. If that was a gar, it was a big one, by God. Geese are flying over. And this little, I don't even know what kind of bird that is. His little feet clucking on the dock had me thinking I was getting a bit. It's probably been an hour or so of me freezing my butt off, but I started throwing a rooster tail around. And I got a hybrid or a white bass. I'm not sure what it is, but they are illegal to use for bait here in West Virginia. So I'm going to throw him on the big heavy rod out in the channel, see if something will grab a hold of him. 7 or 8 inches long. He's got some like marks all over his face or something wrong with him. I think he's sick or something. And I caught him on rooster tail, so he's going out. Now, if something meets this, we're going to have a blast with it. It's going to be I'd say at least a 15-pound flathead. I'm messing around with this rooster tail over here on the boat ramp, and there's about every cast I'm either getting bit or I'm hooking up on these little, I think these might be white bass. They're not hybrids, but yeah, every single cast. I've got a smaller one out on the heavy rod. You'll see that the clip should be before this one. I'm gonna get this guy off the hook and we're gonna keep fishing. I haven't had a bite in a long minute. So I'm gonna bump off the end of the dock right here off the corner, and we're just gonna go straight down past the piling and everything. And I'm just gonna bump because I'm getting bored, and I'm tired of catching the little hybrid bass or striped bass, whatever the hell they are. We're gonna see how this goes. Hopefully I can hook into one. I'm gonna rebait all my rods. I've got 2 out right now. One's got probably a 6-inch live white bass. One's got a live shad on it. One's got a cut shad on it. These are all over here those two, the live shad and the cut shad, are beside the piling. The big live white bass is in the channel, the main channel. And then I got these 3 rods over here. I haven't had a single tap on either of them. Any of them, really. I mean, the only 2 rods I've got bit on today are those 2. So we're gonna put on all cut bait and just chuck them out as far as we can and see how that works for us. But I'm gonna rebait everything and you'll see me in a minute. Give that 50 yards maybe. Shallow. I just reeled this one in to change out the bait. It looks like we might have had a bite on the back. There's some skin missing or something. I'm not entirely sure, but we're gonna switch out to a fresh one anyway. We've got all the rods rebaited. I've got this one casted upriver, but all the rods are rebaited. I might have just done my casting around. I'm getting bored sitting here and watching these rods, and I've caught plenty of these little white bass on the rooster tail. So what I think I'm gonna do is just mess around with the cast net, see what all I can catch, and maybe one of these clickers will go off while I'm over there and I can run over here and get it. But we'll see. Got a... Oh, hell yes. Where'd he go? He's still in there. This is a red horse sucker. These things are like the best catfish bait you can get. To me, like, oh, prime time. He's one in there. I rode up my cotton candy mad cat. Didn't have any bait on it. We still have. I rebaited it, threw it out in the deeper channel because I wanted to move it so I could throw this. Let me get him up here. So I can throw this thing right here, the side of the piling. I've got a feeling there's something sitting off to the side of it. I know there's some brush down there and all kinds of structure. So we're gonna throw him. Hopefully he stirs up a ruckus, rattles those rattler things around, and something will come up with the smoky. I'm gonna get him out there. I'll be right back with you guys. Getting a run right now. No way. Oh my God, he came up in the water column. That was a big fish too. I can tell by the way he's freaking taking it. Fuck. Damn it. Let's get another bait out. Fuck me, dude. fish in a row. This is on the live white bass. He ain't too big. He probably ain't big at all. I'm just dragging him in. It's another dinky flathead. Nothing. It's bigger than the last, but it ain't big. And he is barely hooked. He gonna come off. Oh yeah, he coming off. I ain't gonna get this one up. He is skin hooked as can be. I got him. Look at there. On the white bass, just barely skin hooked. I mean, look at that. Kind of upset that something of this size ate that big white bass, but this is probably a 8-pounder, something like that. He's blind in his eye. Look at that. He ain't got no. He's fat too. Just check out his eyes. That's a good eye. Look at that one. Something wrong with him. He ate the live white bass literally 10 seconds before this one took it. My shad took off. I mean, this is a better fish. At least we're catching fish now. The first one was a dink, but he's throwing up in his own mouth. You get out of here. I just missed one right before that too, but I thought that fish would be a little bit bigger than what he really was. He ate the, oh man, he tore that white bass to pieces. That ain't good. We're gonna cut this one up. All right, I'll be right back. Right before I caught that smaller flathead, I missed a fish on this one in the channel. Literally baited it back up, threw it back out there, and the white bass got ate not even 10 seconds later. So I'm gonna cut him off, take him into a cut bait. Actually, I don't know. I might throw him one of these bigger shad in there. We'll have to see. I'll probably do a shad, yeah. Alrighty. Big run. Dude, how the hell am I missing these fish? How the fuck am I missing these fish? Dude, I just missed another big fish on a shad, so I put on the sucker that we caught earlier. I don't know what's going on. I'm missing fish today like crazy. Like that one I just missed, the run was insanely fast. I know he had that fish down his throat. I locked it up, didn't set the hook or anything, just started reeling on it like you should with the circle hook and nothing. I'm trying to figure out why I can't hook up. I've had like 4 different hard runs today by either big blues or big flatheads, but I cannot seem to hook into them. This never happens. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the baits, or I don't know. But I just missed another big fish. Definitely touched the line. Don't think this is a flathead by the way it's rolling. Not a big fish at all. I think it'll be bigger than the last, but it ain't gonna be big. It feels kind of heavy. Nice blue cat. Wait a minute. Nope, it's a giant channel. I've caught this fish before too. Big old channel kitty. Getting all wrapped up in my line. Come on. Dude. Chill out. You're only hooked. You'll only be on land for a couple of seconds. Yeah, his mouth's all jacked up. I've caught this fish before. I caught him last. I'll have to find the picture of it. I'll put it in the video. I caught his fish probably well, he wants to walk away from us, guys. He don't want no camera time. He gonna bite me too, but we're gonna hold him up. Ah, it's just a little channel kitty. I'm about to pack up. Got to go to my camp this evening at the Greenbrier River. We're gonna do some smallmouth fishing. I'm coming back tomorrow night. Maybe I can get some catfishing in there. I'm not really sure. If I do, there'll be a video about it. Aiden, he's doing a waterfowl hunt this weekend. He's coming back. He left just a minute ago, actually. And he'll be back Sunday, I think. Coming back Sunday, but there'll be a video about that too. He'll be doing some recording up there. So thank y'all for watching.